Hey guys, Chase here. This is the match where Enigma went against Pachimari Ninjas for the quarterfinals of the Rose League. Pachimari Ninjas was currently undefeated, and Enigma, we had zero practice before this match because all of our schedules were completely different and there were no way to get any practices. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the highlights of this match. It was probably one of the closest matches in our Rose League history, and I hope you all enjoy it. It was post-casted during this, so that means that it was recorded and then casted afterwards. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.
Enigma, it looks like they're just going basic goats composition. So, going to be interesting. Don't see any Annas on either side, so we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of big anti-nade action or anything like that. As the point getting ready to unlock, 15 seconds on the clock right now as we see Pachimari Ninjas moving their way into the 3% and climbing.
Yeah, unfortunately right there, as you see, Coach Dayon did switch back to the Reinhardt because the Winston is just suboptimal when running into the 3-3 on the other side.
Just not something that they can handle, and it looks like they're going to be doing well to take that back.
I mean, and in fights like that, it's just one team clicks rally, and with this GOATS meta, once you lose one teammate, there's really no point to fighting that fight unless you truly believe in your mechanical skill as a player.
Looking in the chat right now, seeing a Graviton rally get popped out by Zappa and Tatiana as they go ahead and move in. The Transcendent's going to come out from Introvert, keep the Pachimari Ninjas up as Coach Dayon getting the fire strike onto Rakudo. And the Diva Bomb coming down from Loser ends up taking down Drex as Tatiana follows up on Azar. Coach Dayon going to end up getting Tatiana in the end. It's a 4v4 fight on the objective right now as they meet the bank of Enigma right now, 90% and climbing. Here comes the Graviton out from Iana's, the Diva Bomb into the back line, but the shield able to absorb it. Good job, Rakudo, but Introvert and Iana's taking them out as soon as that shield turned around to absorb the Diva Bomb. That's going to go ahead and clear the objective of just about everyone. Thought of itself continues to change with those walls. That can prove to be either beneficial or detrimental as we see them now fighting on the high ground. Control point unlocking in 10 seconds as they try to gain control of the high ground by getting the first pick. Azar looking incredibly low, but so is a majority of Enigma trying to get healed up by Iron Wolf as much as possible. Looks like we might be a little bit better. Let us know in the chat if we are still a little bit behind. 38% and climbing right now for the Pachimari Ninjas as they continue to hold. Iana ends up taking down Tatiana as Coach Dayon follows up on Rakudo. Pachimari Ninjas gonna go ahead and take this objective and the match here on Busan. Two Pachimari Ninjas once again going for the GOATS composition as we see the similar composition coming out for the side of Enigma. Once again, GOATS on GOATS, but this time we're going to see Duckstage Dave coming in as the main tank. Looks like they were just waiting for them to get into the match, and Duckstage Dave going to get the first tackle there onto Rakudo as Tatiana ends up taking down Drex in the back line right there. It's a 5v5 fight on the objective. First tick going to go to Enigma already with 3 minutes 20 seconds on the clock as they continue to try to fight for control. The tackle comes in, but Duckstage Dave ends up getting taken down by Loser. Tatiana incredibly charged out right now as Rakudo comes back into the objective. Tatiana going to take down Azara as Giannis follows up onto Lioi. 3 minutes on the clock right now, and a Transcendent's going to get popped by Introvert as they continue to fight for control of the objective. We're getting ready to see the second tick get ready to be popped by Enigma as the Fat Shatter ends up coming in from Duckstage Dave, but the follow-up isn't going to happen thanks to Tatiana taking them out of the fight. Zappa and Rakudo also getting kills on the heels with Tatiana in control right now. That's going to be second tick, third tick with just about 2 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. That's going to give them 5 minutes to move their way into objective number 2. Graviton comes out from Tatiana, as well as the Diva Bomb out from Zelaros, looking to clean up, but will end up being unsuccessful. All those ultimates wasted by the side of Pachimari Ninjas, as we see Enigma, who I believe just used the, oh no, they used Graviton, Trans, and Shats on the clock.
Yeah, and as you see right here, Zappa is...
Ooh, I gotta interrupt you there. Fat Shatter coming in from Duckstage Dave allows Pachimari Ninjas to go ahead and clean up the path outside of the objective. That's going to be a hard reset for the side of Enigma as we see Pachimari Ninjas retake control of the point with 3 minutes, 35 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, what I was gonna say there was Zappa, like it was a very potent.
Stairs onto the bridge first, go for the engagement, and then try to take the payload into their control. As the boop comes down on the bridge, it looks like the other person who fell, I think it was Iron Wolf, ended up finding themselves on the platform just barely below, so nobody ended up falling. As the beat drop comes in from Iron Wolf, they're going to continue to hold on to this objective for now. As the flail comes out from Azar, ends up booping Loser right over the edge with the DMAC right there. Two comes the Diva Bomb out from Loser, but Iron Wolf able to get the boop onto Duck Sage Dave. Drex returning it onto Rakudo, so both Ryans being booped right over the edge as Zappa ends up taking down Drex. The payload moving furiously forward with only 30 seconds left on the clock as Tatiana, Iron Wolf, and Loser go ahead and clean up the objective. Duck Sage Dave and Drex waiting for the rest of the team to try to push in, trying to decide whether or not they're going to go ahead and let the payload be accepted or not, as Tatiana guarding the entrance right there. Going to end up being oh my goodness, 0.01 meters away. You cannot make this stuff up, folks. As we see Pachimari Ninjas trying to hold on to the objective, they will be unsuccessful. I probably see it more often than I'm willing to admit. I guess I'll say that as well. Loser ends up eating the Graviton coming out from Mianis, though, which is going to be huge as the Diva Bomb ends up getting caught on the wall, will be absorbed by Rakudo's shield as the Transcendence gets popped by Leoi, and Iron Wolf popping the beat drop as well. That's a double shatter coming down as Iron Wolf and Tatiana go ahead and take down Introvert and Azar, respectively. 35 seconds on the clock. Shatter ends up coming out from Duck Sage Dave, but will be cleaned up by Zappa, just barely missing them. Leoli putting on the J. Jonak, getting the triple kill at the end, and just are gonna go ahead and take objective number 1 with about 2 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. That's active. Actually, let me interrupt that. Zappa getting the triple kill within that Graviton that got popped by Tatiana, along with the DMAC onto Zelaros. Iron Wolf going to follow up on Azar as Zelaros goes for that hard reset.
Clicks that rally, you might as well run. There's just not a lot you can do as any type of player.
Well, let's hope that returns the favor. Shatter coming out from Duck Stage Dave with the Diva Bomb in the backline. Ends up getting absorbed, but the shield is down, and now the Graviton back out from Ionis as Iron Wolf ends up getting the boop onto Introvert. Tatiana taking down Azar. That's the thing about Gravitons, folks, is that they don't prevent people from shooting or hitting back. And it looks like that will end up allowing Enigma to be successful. Now Zappa coming out on the May gets punched by Drex. The Diva Loser ends up getting shot off the objective and DMAC'd, and that is going to be a completion of round number 2, making it 3-3. I don't think it's going to be enough because Tatiana is supercharged right now. Introvert ends up taking down Rakudo as Zappa follows up on Introvert, and the beat drop comes in from Iron Wolf. Overtime ticking away right now as Iron Wolf ends up taking down Ionis, and the only ones left on the objective right now are Drex, Duck Sage Dave, and Zelaros, as we end up seeing Zelaros getting demeched here shortly. Tatiana gonna take down Duck Sage Dave as well as Azar. The only one left is Zelaros. There comes the demech right there and the cleanup from Rakudo, and that's gonna go ahead and grab the objective in their favor.
Yeah, that's the risk of the overtime push, but at this point you're living on borrowed time anyway, so you do have somebody on the point in the sea.
What? What? No way.
If I had to guess, I'm going to guess that because you don't actually have to have somebody on the cart to keep the overtime wick burning when that gate is opening, so I'm guessing
kill that ends up coming in. It's a 5v6 fight on the objective. 20 seconds on the clock right now as Loser ends up taking down Duck Sage Dave. The Graviton now out from Tatiana as Zappa and Leoi end up taking down Azar and Ionis. 10 seconds on the clock as Zelaros, the only one left, is going to get incredibly staggered. Drex coming in on the Lucio, just trying to touch point so that overtime can tick away as it now goes into overtime. We have got to see them get back to the point because Iron Wolf's going to take down both Drex and Wow, Enigma gonna be able to hold objective number 1 cleanly and clearly. Appa ends up taking down Duck Stage Dave, who was looking to do a cheeky tackle. The EMP comes out from Loser, ends up getting the double as the rally gets popped by Zappa. There comes the cleanup from Tatiana, taking down Azar, Iannis, and Drex by Loser. They're gonna go ahead and clear the objective of all Pachimari ninjas and go ahead and secure objective alpha. Is Loser, and they're going to end up getting demeched as overtime continues to tick away. Azar's going to go ahead and take Loser's life, but just barely. Tatiana able to touch the objective, not going to be able to do much as Drex ends up getting the punch kill. The only one left is Zappa, ends up touching as the Maywall goes up, but it's not good enough as Pachimari ninjas do a complete hold on objective number 2.
And right there, Azar just needs to be praised by his team. The feet need to be kissed. It's just that simple.
Joe ends up getting Duck Stage Dave at the beginning of the fight. That's going to go ahead and push them all the way back to spawn and run 30 seconds off the clock for the side of the Pachimari ninjas. Appa seeing themselves incredibly low right now. The tackle comes in from Duck Stage Dave, taking Zappa out of the fight. First tick for the side of Pachimari ninjas, and it looks like with that cleanup, they're going to go ahead and take objective alpha, giving them 6 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock to take objective Bravo.
And unfortunately for Tatiana,
It is a tick, and they will be successful. Pachimari ninjas now 2-1 in the series against Enigma here on Hanamura. Around 3 minutes now on the clock. Rakudo jumping into the action. Here comes the Primal, looking to do some damage. It's bopping everybody around right now. The team is separated as we see the stun. Iron Wolf is able to take down Duck Stage Dave in the back line right there as the team was incredibly separated due to that Primal that get popped out. And Zappa and Leoli gonna clean up their counterparts on the side of Pachimari ninjas and go ahead and start pushing the rest of the team all the way back to spawn as the payload makes its way towards objective number 1 with 2 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. Do some cleanup, but the healing was too much. Now Graviton out for Iannis as Drex ends up taking down Zappa, Tatiana, and Introvert able to exchange kills on one another as Zelaros getting the Diva Bomb onto Tatiana as Azar pops out the rally. Overtime going to tick away, and that is going to be a 2nd point hold for the Pachimari ninjas. Out from Duck Stage Dave, and that may be just exactly what they need in return. Gets the triple with the help of Introvert and Iannis, and that's going to be an objective 1 capture with a minute on the clock. That's going to give them 3 minutes 30 seconds to grab objective number 2. He'll be popping that trans here pretty soon as well to try to keep the fight going as Tatiana ends up taking down Duck Stage Dave. Leoi able to take down Azar. It's a 3v6 fight. Pachimari seems to be lighting up the death side of the scoreboard, and that's going to go ahead and push them all the way back to, oh, Introvert ends up getting taken down with a headshot by Leoi. Oh my goodness, this didn't work so well last time around, but let's see if they can make it happen as we see the Fire Strike go in, gets a lot of charge right there. Rakudo ready to do the shatter as the Diva Bomb comes in. Triple kill from Loser in the Graviton. Overtime's going to tick away. Enigma going to tie up the series 2-2, and we're going to a map 5, folks. Yes, the Maywall just trying to provide distance between themselves and the enemy as Leoli able to take down Azar. Iron Wolf following up on Duck Stage Dave, and the fight isn't over, but Enigma has already claimed the objective in their favor. Leoli ends up taking down Iannis on the brig, and they're going to fight them off the objective, and the Maywall goes up, separating out the rest of Enigma from the objective. They end up getting frozen off, locked out by the wall, and that's despite the fact that they were actually winning that fight. They're actually going to lose it as the objective moves over to Pachimari for the Pachimari ninjas as we see the hard reset of Loser right over the side. That mini diva, how to save a life, right over the side. Shatter, oh! The Maywall from Azar blocked the shatter, no!
It looks like everybody sympathizes with
that. It's like even in Diamond, you can't get away from that Satan May blocking off a shatter. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, and blocked off the return of Duck Stage Dave to the team. No! Graviton and Wall go up, and Zelaros just cleaning up as Duck Sage Dave brings in the Shatter. That's a sextuple kill right there. Team kill ringing out loud, 100 to 80% for the side of Pachimari Ninjas. It looks like they're looking to match how they did on map number and Dr. Seuss book at this point. Azar looking to try to take down Rakudo solo, getting a little cocky right there, gonna end up icing off as Zelaros is able to finish up the kill on Rakudo with the Discord from Introvert as Tatiana ends up taking down Giannis in return. It looks like without the fight even, oh, Fat Shatter coming in from Duck Sage Dave, ends up getting 3 and the cleanup to follow as Azar gets the punch kill onto Leoli. Zelaros and Duck Sage Dave getting the final kills. Save the day as Duck Sage Dave gets the fire strike onto Zappa. Introvert able to take down Loser, ends up spawning them out as Giannis, Zelaros, and Azar getting kills of their own. Introvert gonna ring out the team kill with the balls in Tatiana's face. Excuse me. And Pachimari Ninjas are gonna go ahead and take away this map and the match 3-2 here on Nepal. Duck Sage Dave